lot of time today, just a few hours. I got about 1 million things to do. But it's cloudy out, so it makes me want to go shed hunting. Probably won't go out too many more times. I'd like to hit a couple spots real hard though before I say it's over. We just got back from our group Iowa shed hunt here a week ago and had a great trip. Best trip we ever had. Found 25 sheds, 6 or 7 dead bucks. But yeah, we did pretty good. JJ found a big match set and his first shed ever, so yeah, great trip. Just gonna head down the road. It's Cornfield. I know that they're pounding pretty good. Landowner said he saw a real big buck out there all winter, so hadn't been there yet. Been kind of hanging on to it. Sheds are kind of hard to find in the corn until they get a little white, bleached out. So by now they should be a little lighter colored, and then overcast should be able to spot something. But see if I can come up with a couple. All right, just got out. Been walking these pines and stuff behind me. This spot last year had a lot of deer. The neighbor told me he saw about 100 deer out in this field, and I didn't find very many. I found probably 6. But one nice side of a 5. So I never did get up into this thick pines right here because the snow was so deep. We just kept getting more snow and then it melted. We never, just got late, so I never got out here. So today I decided to walk out and been zigzagging, and I just come across a really nice shed. And it's a big shed. It's a real big shed. Yeah, I was thinking it was the buck from last year, but it's this year's shed. And it might be him. That's a dandy. That is a dandy shed. And that might be the one that I found out in the corn last year. It might be his fresh one. So I'm probably gonna have to walk this edge a little bit better. But wow, that's a beast. I'm gonna set up the camera and pick them up. That's a big 5. Holy smokes. That's the biggest shed I found in a few years. I think this is the same buck that I found his shed out in the cornfield last year. I never did find his match. But where's this deer going? I'd love to find a match to this. This is probably a upper 60s, pushing 70 shed. Best shed I found in Wisconsin in quite a few years, actually. But I basically just got in here. It was a long walk back to here, but I was kind of wanting to get all the way back and then work my way up through back to the truck. Then probably going to go across the road too and try to find some old ones from last year. That is a big shed. Awesome. Pretty pumped about that one. Probably gonna have to go back this way a little ways and see if maybe he dropped on this main trail. Double check all that before I head up into the woods here. But man, this thing is turning pretty white. I saw his tines through the brush. Probably walking this edge up. There's a lot of little pines down in here that they could bed under. Could be anywhere. I don't want to miss it. Boy, that's a nice shed. So I was just going through my pictures because I was almost positive it was the same buck, and sure enough, it's the same buck. It's actually the same side too that I found last year. It's definitely a shed. Love to take a picture of this before I pick it up. I didn't get a picture of the last one. But yeah. Alright, let me grab it quick before the battery dies. Ooh. It's a lot nicer one than I thought. Nice 5 side. Heck yeah. He's growing quite a bit. I'm going to zigzag out in this grass a little bit more. before I head into that woods, like I said, but that's pretty awesome. 2 years in a row. It's been a while since I've found big sheds 2 years in a row with the same buck. Pretty pumped about that. I don't want to miss this other side now. Well, I'm in the woods now. You can see it's a lot of big pine. I'm trying to find the match. Haven't found it yet, but come across this. It's a big mushroom. And this white pine. If anybody knows anything about that, comment down below. I'm sure Gideon knows about it. I just sent a picture to him. But that's pretty cool. Keep walking here. Should be able to see a big shed laying here pretty easy. There's a good chance it's out in this field. They were digging some out here. There was a lot of corn on the ground, but with no snow, they really didn't need it. But that shed's either in this cornfield. If it ain't in the woods, it's in that cornfield. There's another cornfield to my north. A lot of corn on the ground. Thinking chances are pretty good that it's out in this field. There's another cornfield up over there, but found that shed down in those pines over there. So it's a horse apiece of which field he could have been in. But there is corn all over the ground out here. Probably have to come back when it's not so bright. Zigzag these rows really good, but I'm gonna try it right now for a bit. Must have walked for a good 3 hours. Found that big side right off the bat, about 20 minutes into the walk, and then tried to match it up, couldn't match it up, so I think I'm done for today. Next time I come out, it's probably gonna be across the road here. Pretty much looking for old sheds. There was a lot of deer coming out to this field last winter that were coming from across the road, and I never got back down into the creek bottom where a lot of the deer bed. So because of the snow, it just never melted, and then I got busy with work, so I never got down to it. So that's probably my plan, but the next time I'm gonna get out, it's probably this weekend. Today's Monday, so I don't know if I'm gonna get out again until probably Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, one big shed. I'll show you what it looks like next to last year's shed here when I get home. Trying to find that. That's one I just found. There it is. Yeah. So that's him from last year. He grew a lot. Last year, couldn't find the match to that either. Yesterday I was across the road and I found that big 5 side. Wasn't able to match it up. And I planned on coming to this side last night, but it just started getting late on me. Just walking this little ridge. They funnel up out of this big creek bottom. Walk to the field. They weren't on so much last year. There's a lot of deer coming through here. So I'm kind of expecting to find more old ones in this thing. We get down in the creek bottom there, zigzag all that thick bedding and stuff down there, hopefully come up with something. Well, finally got one. I cut through here, so I gotta walk all this grass real good yet, but as you can see, it's real thick pine, blow down all over the place. And exactly what I thought, I'd find old ones, if I find anything. But I'm sure I missed a bunch. I was just kind of walking this edge right here. And I come across one right here. It's pretty buried. Let's see if I can get this flipped around. It's just right here. It looks like it's been here for quite a while. Not too bad. 2-year-old. Pretty much like finding a needle in a haystack in here. You can walk this 10 times and not cover it. And there's always a ton of deer sign down here. But I'm gonna probably go up into here just a little bit more because I looped around, and then I got to get down here and do a little zigzagging into the grass. Just getting done with work. We're supposed to get blasted with snow tonight, this weekend, so I'm gonna hurry up and run back to that spot where I found that big 5-point side. Just try to hit some of the grass and stuff on the edge of the swamp, try to match him up. I probably got an hour and a half before dark. It'd be pretty awesome to find that match tonight before it gets dark. This is no joke. I just parked right up the road's right here. My truck is over on the other side of those pines. Just walking this grass. And I found it already. Boom! There's the other side. Are you kidding me? How easy was that? Is this a 6-point side? It's a 6-point side. Jeez. Holy crap. This deer is going to be absolute gigantic next year. I've only found a handful of 6-point sides. Wow, I'm gonna prop this camera up and try to get some better video of it. What a beast. That is my best shed that I have found in Wisconsin in a long, long time. All day I'm thinking at work, I'm like, man, I gotta get out and try to find the match to this. It's 5 on the other side. And it's supposed to get snow tonight. It's supposed to get pounded on Saturday. Today's Thursday. And I'm like, I'm gonna go walk real quick. It was like 5:30 when I got done with work, just a little bit ago. I did that interview in the truck saying I'm going to look. Parked the truck on the road, walked across this grass, which the cornfield's right there. I found the other side to this about, I'm gonna say probably 300 to 400 yards straight shot, straight west, on the opposite side of this pine thicket. So he must have came from across the road and dropped here and then dropped there. But man, that's a beast. I couldn't be more excited about anything. This is just awesome. Maybe I can find the other side to him from last year, so I have 2 sets. That would be great. But I probably got about an hour before it gets dark, so I might as well walk around a little bit more. This is the only reason I came back, was to try to find the match, and I can't believe I did it. And it took me about 5 minutes. Probably 100 yards from the truck. Look at that thing. That is an awesome antler. I can't even focus now. Just want to go home. I guess Brady got pizza for supper tonight. Dang it. I'm so pumped. I scored that 5-point side and it was 65 inches. I thought it was going to score a little better, but longest time was only like 7.5. I would say this one's probably in the 70s, low 70s, or right at 70. Big deer. I just can't believe that. It was just laying right there. I'm just kind of walking in circles right now for no reason. I don't think I'll find a bigger shed here, but I might find his last year's shed somewhere, which I found right in the corn last year. But he seems like he carries the other side a ways. I think he was bedded on that. Where I found the 5 side, I think he was bedded right in the sun. There's just so much to walk here. And I've lost complete motivation to walk. Seems kind of, they can be anywhere down in here. This goes down to a grass swamp, and it's all south facing. And the deer that were in this field last year were coming from everywhere. And like I said, the neighbor told me there was He was seeing about 100 deer out in that field every night. So I know there's more sheds than what I found here last year. They'll bed up anywhere down on the edge of this grass. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna walk around for a little bit here. Won't go too deep. I'm pretty excited to go home and get them together. Show you guys what it looks like as a set. Well, I'm quitting. Just lost all motivation to walk after I found that one. I only got about probably 45 minutes for dark anyway. I'm gonna get home. Long day at work, but I just wanted to find this match. And I can't believe I did just like that. I don't know if I can even get it out of here. Look at that frickin' thing. I don't want to give away any hints of where I'm at, but yeah, I guess now I'll just wait till after the snowstorms and get back out. There's lots of spots I haven't hit. This one gave me a lot of motivation to keep looking. Awesome. Well, as predicted, we got all that snow. Glad I got out and matched that buck up. It looks like I'm gonna be not shed hunting for at least a week. Well, here's that set together. Probably gonna be the best sheds I find this year. It's been the biggest set that I found in quite a few years here in Wisconsin. It'll probably be a great big 6x6 next year. Try to get in permission to hunt this spot. I've shed hunted it for years and years and years. Found this one first, laying right in his bed in a grass patch underneath the pine tree. Then a couple days later I went back, found this one on a trail going across the opposite side of the property. It's laying right out in the open. I'm glad I got out, matched him up. Nice big set. Hopefully next year he's a 6x6. Might be a boon next year. That's a big 6 side. Got one other 6 side that's bigger than this one. But otherwise that's just a beautiful antler. Don't find too many 6-point sides around here. All my years of shed hunting, I've probably only found 4 or 5 6 sides. True 6 sides. It's laying right out in the open. Beautiful buck.